Hello, my name is Kabir Raina, and I did a research paper on economics with my mentor, Philip Liang from Chicago. And my research question was, how important is social acceptance as a determinant of demand for the luxury goods resale market? Through this paper, I wish to mesh my interest in behavioral economics with my passion for fashion. So let's get right into it. A short background first. The resale market for luxury clothing, accessories, and footwear is different to regular consumption in the sense that the seller has bought this item from the brand itself and then sold it immediately online or in person without touching the original packaging at all. And this is usually sold for a profit rather than a loss. This sort of market has grown significantly over the last 20 years with the evolution of technology in particular aiding its growth. The market is currently sized at $28.3 billion and is growing at a compound annual growth rate of 9.4%. A number of digital platforms and marketplaces such as StockX and Goat have emerged as enablers of the growth. And on these platforms, you can buy a multitude of items such as watches, wallets, purses, and shoes. While numerous studies have been done to identify potential factors driving demand in this market, none that I reviewed examined the relative importance of these factors. Specifically through this paper, I wanted to test the hypothesis that social acceptance was the most important factor driving demand. And by social acceptance, I mean buying a product because other people like it or think it looks good rather than yourself. My methods and analysis. I started off with literature review, in which I studied multiple research papers to decide on the potential determinants of demand for luxury goods resale. These were then used to phrase the survey questions in a manner that would give me the best possible responses, some of which you can see on the side here. I then took a survey in which 60 people responded to it via Google form, and they were not allowed to ask any follow-up questions. After receiving the responses, I analyzed the data based on purchase history, so whether or not they'd bought a product from the resale market before, geolocation, where they currently reside in the world, gender, and age, amongst other factors, to gather insights and draw conclusions. So what were these findings? Well, for starters, 78% of my respondents hadn't bought from the luxury resale market before. However, a guarantee of authenticity for the product proved to be the most important factor, with an average importance of 4.73 out of 5. This shows that non-buyers and buyers alike agree that the product has to be authentic or real for it to be worth the amount of money that you have spent on it. Now, while I hypothesized that social acceptance would be the most important factor, the opposite was actually true, as personal admiration, which is the idea that you buy a product because you yourself like it, was actually the second most important factor, with an average importance of 4.18. And my assumption that the acknowledgement and respect of your peers would be a massive factor was indeed false, and that it only had an average importance of 2.92, which is the lowest in all of my findings. This shows that external influence wasn't actually as big of a impact as I thought it would have. Other factors such as keeping up with trends and environmental damage were very middle ground, as they only had average importance of 3.1 and 3.43, which showed they didn't have much significance. And unsurprisingly, the age group of 15 to 25 had the most knowledge about the luxury resale market. And this makes sense as this age group indulges in the shopping behavior the most, with 69% of my buyers being in this age group. If I had to take this research forward, I would definitely look at the cultural and societal norms surrounding buying from the resale market, as I do think that it could be quite influential in someone's decision making on whether or not to buy from the luxury resale market. So yes, thank you.